When you think monster truck, you think of Bigfoot. This is Bigfoot. It's honestly a little mind-blowing. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm 6'3" for comparison size. We have lost all power. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ford Era. Today is day 4 of Hot Rod Power Tour. We are here in St. Louis, Missouri, and we're going to be heading all the way to Springfield, Missouri today. I'm so excited. Yesterday started out awesome, then we started having some trouble with Brownie. We were able to figure everything out. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll see exactly what happened. But today we're going from here, St. Louis, all the way to Springfield. It's 227 miles. We're going to be cruising on Route 66. Got a bunch of different stops planned. The first one is we're gonna go to BIGFOOT 4x4. I've never been there and I'm really excited because growing up, BIGFOOT was one of my biggest inspirations. That's why I always got, the winch bumper, the KC lights, big lift, love a good dent side. So right now we're gonna enjoy a little bit of this and then we're gonna be heading over. All right, guys, I thought we were gonna head out, but I saw a little oil drip underneath. Good thing we got Amsoil. I'm gonna check this. I forgot that, first thing in the morning, you need to check your oil, especially on a road trip in a classic. A lot of people say if it's leaking oil, it means it has oil, and that's correct. It does have oil, so now let's hit the road. It's pretty cool. This is the first big city we've actually been in so far for the entire event, and it always blows my mind how big cities actually are. Like, I live in Miami, but I never really go downtown. And it's wild how big these things are. Look at that. We are on the highway, I-44. We're headed to Route 66. Technically, this is like the new Route 66. It runs adjacent. Right now it's just me and Lou, and the reason is Cole's truck is having a little bit of an issue. His rear main seal is leaking pretty bad. So he ended up finding a buddy with a shop and a lift who's gonna let him change that out this morning. And then they're gonna try to catch up to us. But as you can see, we're headed towards Tulsa. So one of the biggest lessons I think yesterday taught us is speed sometimes slows you down. So we were trying to get faster, and because we tried going a little bit faster, we ended up slowing down dramatically. What's wild is today, I think the highs are gonna get to 95. So we're gonna get pretty hot. We need to make sure that we maintain the coolness, maintain the speed. Thanks to peak, we're able to keep the engine nice and cool. Temperature-wise, we've never even got close to overheating, and we've been consistent with the oil pressure thanks to Amsoil. So now we just need to keep an eye and make sure we keep good fuel pressure. Let's crank up the retro sound stereo and cruise.
We are cruising, and I love this rolling car show. It's the coolest thing that I literally get to see all these cars. We just saw the 3 Cobras fly by us. This is so cool.
Just got off the highway and we are back on Route 66. This looks beautiful. Look at this, rocks carved out. I was looking at the map a second ago, and we got hot rods everywhere. I mean, look at that behind us. We got Anthony in his 1950 Coyote swapped F100, finally caught up to us. Then we got Lou, then we got his buddy. This is gonna be a great day. So we're about 13 miles away from BIGFOOT, and we're gonna go find BIGFOOT. Then he passed. Cool. All right, well. How did we do that? I thought I typed in the BIGFOOT address first thing in the morning. Well, there. I'm pretty sure you guys just saw live on camera me notice that we're not going to Bigfoot 4x4. I just put the address in and it wants us to go completely the opposite way. I didn't realize that we passed Bigfoot 4x4 17 miles ago. Should we turn around and go there?
It's up to you. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna go right here?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, that was what I needed to hear. Lou approved.
We are here in Pacific, Missouri, I think it is. The home of Bigfoot 4x4. You're almost there.
Wow, look at that. They already started getting them all here. We're getting today's thumbnail right now. Gosh, if that ain't the coolest freaking thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. I've never seen Bigfoot number 1 up in person. I'm pretty sure that's Bigfoot 1. All right, I'm gonna go be a little kid in a candy store and you guys get to join. F350, but this is literally the big boy. This is what all the dreams are made of. It's got a 640 big block Ford underneath the hood. This is the original monster truck. Like when you think monster truck, you think of Bigfoot. This is Bigfoot. This is just, it's honestly a little mind blowing. I'm obsessed. It's crazy how good condition it is. I love all the graphics. I mean, look at that. So this is chrome before you could even do chrome. And then obviously Bob Chandler, the king right there. Gosh, I love this. Look at, I mean, even the shocks are Bigfoot on the shocks and the pumpkin, all the pinstriping. You guys are always like, why, what's up with all the pinstriping? That's what's up with all the pinstriping. You have to do it. Just parked over here by this one. This thing is massive. I don't even know exactly how big these wheels and tires are, but as a little kid, I'll even insert some photos here. I have pictures next to this exact one. Several times my family would go visit them. So Bigfoot has always played a really special part in my life. It's a big reason why I love Fords, why I love Densides and all of this stuff. And it's just so surreal to come here, check this place out, step on the grounds that Bob Chandler built. So now I'm gonna go in there. I'm pretty sure that I'm big enough to stand inside of that tire. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm 6'3" for comparison size. So back then, people used to actually build trucks. You know, I remember when monster trucks were actually monster trucks and not just fiberglass tin cans thrown together with really great cages. I mean, we can see there's an example right there of just the cages. But it's not the same as a steel body, real destruction, crushing cars. Like, this is my childhood, seeing monster trucks, and I mean, I just love it so much. Gotta start buying some stuff for the kids, so when I get home, they're all excited. Well, we just made it into the Red Cedar Inn in Pacific, Missouri. This place is really cool. I love the air conditioning first off, but let's go walk around and check this out. I might have to be like a little kid and play on this. So this place, the Red Cedar Inn, was started in 1934 by two brothers that were bootleggers, and they were realizing that the end of the time for bootleggers were coming, so they had to start doing something else, and the route was coming right through here, so they opened this place up, and all the red cedars that you see all along came from their family land, I guess, and they hauled every single one of them on pickup trucks here. 1930s. That means these were probably Model A's, Model T's, and they made all of this happen, and it's really cool because it's literally still here. I'm sure you guys have been able to tell so far, as I like my Route 66 stuff. There's some shirts that I didn't even see. I've been buying these shirts for a few months now, trying to get prepared, because if you are ready, you don't have to get ready. But I think I might have to get a couple more. We found Kelly, and she knows a lot more about this place than I do, and this place is gorgeous. I mean, look at this bar.
This is original. Like this, you can come behind the bar, take pictures. This back here, all this is all original as well. We don't serve anything at it, but we'd love for you to take pictures and reminisce about times.
And one of the coolest parts is that if you're a Bigfoot fan like I am, there's a lot of Bigfoot stuff here that you can't even see at Bigfoot. They have t-shirts that you could only find here. They had the pins that were all sold out at Bigfoot. I got a few of them here, and I think that's so cool. I mean, it's literally like, this is Bigfoot stomping grounds.
It is. We are the home of Bigfoot, and they've been here in Pacific since 2015, and we are so honored to have them here. And it's cool because they're on the other side of town. So you can come down here, take a look. Right now, we got display and exhibit on them, and you can play a free game and everything. And then you go straight down the road, just a few miles, and you can go to their headquarters.
I can't wait to check it out. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
I'll see you later. Enjoy the Centennial.
Thank you. You too.
All right, guys, that place is really cool. You saw the inside, you see the outside, and right now, we need to get back on 66 and go get our kicks. Boom. Whoa. I was not expecting this in here. Holy cow. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at all the glass top. Oh my gosh, yeah. This place is really cool. We need to find the guy and have him talk to us a little bit about this place.
I started collecting memorabilia a number of years ago. And then I met a gentleman that was 88 years old. His name is Dwayne Campbell, that had been collecting for 40 years. And when I saw his collection, I said, boy, if you ever decide it's time to let it go, let me know. And he called me about a year later and said, I think I'm ready. And so we worked out an arrangement, and I bought his collection. And it just so happened that this piece of property was for sale about the same time. And I knew that the 100-year anniversary was coming up, and I thought, well, that would be neat to convert. This is a church.
No kidding.
To convert this church to what would look like an old service station, and this would be a great place to display it.
So this didn't used to be a service station?
No.
Wow.
It's a church.
You really outdid yourself, because that's why it looks so picture perfect, is you built it to look that way.
Right.
That is even better.
Right.
So it went from a place of worship to a place of worshiping
cars. A place
cars.
of worship for cars and petroleum memorabilia.
So tell me about some of your favorite pieces in here.
The clock face pump over here is a favorite. And there's actually, if you go around that, there's a little display of matchbook covers that caught my eye of all kinds of service stations and
that is so
motor
nice.
oils and all that. That's kind of a favorite thing of mine.
I love the vintage advertising.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful to me that people used to sit there and draw something and be artistic and actually create it.
Right.
And now you can just like push a button on AI and be like, hey, make me some slop.
Right, and it pops up. So
tell me a little bit about this 55, 56?
56. I've had that 30 years. It was a one owner, and that's the original color. It's not the original paint on the outside, but the dash is actually the original paint.
No kidding.
On the inside of the car. It's called Robin's Egg Blue. And I've just, you know, it's a little 6-cylinder Ford, and it just runs like a sewing machine.
All right, guys, so we've been walking around enjoying this place. Larry is an absolute legend, and if you're gonna be driving Route 66, you're gonna be coming through Pacific, Missouri, you have to come check this place out. Campbell Service Station. Thank you again.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Let's get back on 66. We have lost all power. I can see an exit. All right, so we are right now in Cuba, America, Cuba, Missouri, about to be hopefully in Cuba, Missouri. We're actually on the side of the road, and this sucks, guys. We're dead in the water, but we're at least safe-ish. We're not safe, but we're safe-ish. We're gonna hop out. Me and Lou are gonna try to figure this out. Power tour, baby, day 4. So there's a real possibility I just ran it out of fuel, which is crazy with a 60-gallon fuel cell, no gas gauge, and me not paying attention. So yesterday, every time Cole would fuel up, I would fuel up because Cole has a really small tank. Well, over there, Mr. Lewis, he's got a 45-gallon tank. So when I stopped at the last gas station and said, hey, should we fuel up? He said, no, I got enough. And I was like, well, if you have enough, I probably have enough. So I hopefully ran out of fuel because that is the easiest thing to happen. So he went off to go right there to the gas station. He's gonna buy a 5-gallon thing. We're gonna put in some fuel, and fingers crossed, that does it. Hey, there's Lou. Hopefully there's not full of water in here because it looks like this might be a drainage. We're going on an adventure.
Although it's diesel, it's the only 5-gallon can they had. So
That's okay. I really hope this is all it was. Safety, guys. Safety is the main thing. So I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not out of fuel and that letting it sit for a few minutes is what actually did it because that cooled it down. Because this morning I went with Lou and we topped off both tanks, his tank and mine, which means I should have had 60 gallons in here and we only drove 138 miles. I don't know.
We've been on the highway for the last 45 miles and the truck's actually been doing just fine. So I'm not saying anything, but right now we're back on Route 66. We're cruising. Next stop is something called Devil's Elbow, which is, I don't know if it's a stop or more just like a thing we cruise by, but regardless, we're on the way. Trucks, you know, I don't even know what to say. So here we go, Route 66. Right now we are crossing over the Devil's Elbow Bridge. This was made in 1870, but the bridge was constructed in 1923. So that way you could save some time crossing over. And it's actually really cool. This part of Route 66, the road is so nice and smooth right now. I feel like they just repaved it. Beautiful. The Mother Road. I love this. Alright guys, right now we are trying to coast to the exit and this sucks because I don't think we're gonna make it all the way there. My guess is it's hot. So what we're gonna do is let it cool down for a couple of minutes. We're gonna take a drink. We're gonna relax. We're on the side. It's safe-ish. And hopefully in a couple of minutes we can fire it up and keep going. We have 53 miles to go until we get to the hotel. And I feel pretty good about it. It turned back on, so that's great news. Now we're gonna wait till there's not a bunch of trucks, and we're gonna keep going down the highway. We are 37 miles away. We're cruising, but I'm getting a little hesitation. I thought I was about to shut it off. Oh, we're getting into Missouri. Look at that. All right, we made it a few more miles and it turned itself back off. So we're gonna coast as far as we can. We're hanging out. Where are you at? I figured it out. It's the Mother Road Run's curse of it wants me to run on 66. Because every time I get back on 66 itself, no problems, literally. It's chilling. We go right there to that highway, literally 100 yards over, issues. So we got less than 20 miles, and we're gonna be chilling. Yeah. Look at that old Air Force plane.
Well, we finally made it downtown Springfield, Missouri. We're here. We didn't get to Hot Rod Power Tour itself, but Lou was able to get it stamped for us, so at least we got that done. We're at the hotel. Drop a comment, let me know your thoughts below about today. What would you do in these types of situations? Would you even take a truck like this on a road trip like this? And as always, give us a thumbs up. That really helps us, and see you tomorrow. So now we're at my hotel, and we're at the Rail Haven Motor Court, which is now the Best Western. So you guys could see my room. Here's my Route 66 luggage I was talking about earlier today. I even have my little tote bag thing. But this place is super cool. Elvis Presley stayed here. So now we're gonna go tour Springfield. So to me, this is what I was thinking when I was thinking we're staying on Route 66. You park right by it, you could see all the old rooms. Like, this is how it used to be. You would just pull up, and this is considered a motel. And then you guys could see over here, they have some vintage Best Western signs. So we're literally standing on Route 66 right now. Right there is our trucks. Look at that. The birthplace of Route 66. Springfield, Missouri. We're literally walking right down the middle of it. Still kind of crazy that I'm staying right here at this Best Western. You can even see the trucks right there. This is so cool. Look at this thing. That is awesome. This is definitely one way to do Power Tour. I like the Power Tour rig you got going.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't have my hot rod, so I just.
That's a lot of horsepower.
Yeah, it can be at times. If I'm going already 70, then I can really punch it. But getting started is rough.
All right, guys, so we were walking around, we were showing you whatever it is that we were doing, and it's getting kind of late. So the plan is that tomorrow we're going to be waking up kind of early, so that way we can be on the road before the vapor locking issues start giving it to us, because it usually happens around midday. So if we could get to the racetrack by 11 a.m., we don't have to worry about all these issues. So that's the plan. If you want to see what's happening tomorrow, subscribe. That video is coming out tomorrow. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep.